Space, which holds countless mysteries, is not as calm as it appears from afar. Every single particle and every single star present here has its own unique significance. Those small shining stars that we see in the distant sky at night are actually nothing less than a threat to our Earth. Even the smallest star that breaks apart in space has the power to turn any planet into dust because of its supernova explosion. But what would happen if the closest and largest star to Earth were to break apart? Yes, we are talking about the red supergiant star Betelgeuse, which is located 650 light years away from Earth. Which is becoming a threat to our Earth day by day. Betelgeuse is the 10th brightest star in our sky. Because it is even bigger than the Sun, it is also known as Alpha Orionis. Betelgeuse, located on the left shoulder of the Orion constellation, is about 10 million years old, which is almost 50 times older than the Sun. Today, Betelgeuse is one of the largest known stars in space, with a diameter of 700 million miles or more than 1.2 billion kilometers. If the Betelgeuse star were placed at the center of the solar system instead of the Sun, its outer surface would even touch the planet Jupiter. From this, you can get an idea of the immense size of the Betelgeuse star. Of the Betelgeuse star, you can. According to scientists, the Betelgeuse star has entered its pre-supernova phase. According to scientists, of the Betelgeuse star, it is possible, due to the release of energy, the hydrogen inside it has been depleted. And this is the reason why Betelgeuse star is now in the red giant stage. Not only that, when Betelgeuse exhausted its hydrogen and started burning helium, its envelope expanded much more than its original size. Not only that, it expanded much more than its original size. Today, with the help of the Hubble Space Telescope and radio telescopes, the Betelgeuse star can be easily studied from Earth. If you look towards the Betelgeuse star using any instrument from Earth, instead of seeing a smooth ball of super hot plasma inside it, you will see a lumpy mass of boiling gas bubbles. Those huge masses of hot material rise from the very center of Betelgeuse to its surface and then cool down and disappear back into its interior. For the past few years, because of its erratic behavior, the Betelgeuse star has become a topic of discussion among scientists. The Betelgeuse star is losing its brightness at a much faster rate and has suddenly become 2.5 times dimmer than before. This change in the Betelgeuse star became known as the Great Dimming of Betelgeuse. Not only that, scientists also discovered large amounts of material being ejected from its interior, which formed a dense cloud of dust that it completely obscured the Betelgeuse star from our view. Although now that cloud of dust has cleared and Betelgeuse has regained its brightness, it's also true that this star is no longer in its old form. Its 400-day brightness oscillation period has now been halved to 200 days, which means the pattern of its dimming is still continuing. It turns them into silicon. In the end, the core of that star gets filled with iron. After that, those iron atoms combine with helium nuclei, and this combination produces a huge amount of energy. They even outshine the entire galaxy. With today's sensitive telescopes, astronomers can observe these supernova explosions. They surpass the entire galaxy. They can observe supernova explosions with sensitive telescopes. Now, even though Betelgeuse star has also started on its path to a supernova explosion, it will still take thousands of years for it to explode. Most astronomers believe that the Betelgeuse star is currently in the early stages of its supernova explosion. Now, it is fusing helium, which is a long process that takes millions of years. That's why it will still take thousands or even millions of years for the Betelgeuse star to explode. That means that amazing sight is still thousands of years away. However, by peeking into the core of the Betelgeuse star, it's still a bit difficult to see what the state of helium fusion is there and when Betelgeuse will explode. Let me tell you that the Milky Way's second red giant, known as Vaikma, is located in the Canis constellation 3,900 light-years away from our Earth. It is believed that compared to our Betelgeuse, this explosion is actually much closer to us. But for the past 100 years, it has been moving further along in that process, and no one knows when this explosion will happen. Scientists believe that Vaikma could have been seen 100 years ago, but due to losing most of its material, now it is visible only in infrared. Vaikma has lost about 60% of its original mass, while Betelgeuse still has 95% of its initial material left. That's why many astronomers consider Betelgeuse star's current red giant form to be just an early stage. There were many speculations about Betelgeuse that this massive star could soon end in a supernova explosion. Recently, a decrease in its brightness was also observed, and we kept waiting. But nothing happened the way we had thought. This star remained a mystery. But the recent discovery was about that brightness. Actually, it is the discovery of a companion star of Betelgeuse, that is, a companion star which scientists had almost given up hope of finding. This is a discovery that not only uncovers the mysteries of Betelgeuse, but also changes the story we have built around the stars we see in the sky. The Betelgeuse star, which shines in the constellation, is the 10th brightest star in our night sky. It is a red supergiant. Its size is so massive that if it were placed in place of our Sun, it would engulf the orbits of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Its diameter is about 760 times larger than our Sun, and it is 87,000 times brighter than the Sun. Just imagine, if it were in our solar system, how much more radiation we would have to endure. But its uniqueness is not just its size and brightness. In fact, Betelgeuse is a variable star, which means its brightness keeps changing over time. These changes have remained a mystery for our scientists and astronomers for centuries. But then, in 2019, Betelgeuse did something that drew the whole world's attention: the Great Dimming Event. Its brightness suddenly decreased by 30%, and this was called the Great Dimming Event. In the beginning, scientists thought that maybe Betelgeuse was at the last stage of its life and would soon explode as a supernova. A supernova is so bright that it can shine in our night sky for months, as bright as a half moon. We waited, and maybe for the first time, we were about to witness a star dying. But nothing happened in 2019, nor in 2020, and not even in 2021. Gradually, scientists shifted their focus from the theory of it becoming a supernova to studying it more deeply. Then they found out that this dimming was probably caused by a large cloud of dust, and maybe this cloud originated from Betelgeuse's surface itself. This cloud of dust blocked the star's light for some time. NASA's images showed that this was a kind of stellar burp. That means the star expelled a large amount of gas and dust, which later cooled down and formed a cloud that blocked the light. But this discovery answered only one question. Beyond the great dimming of 2019, Betelgeuse's brightness had another longer cycle of about 6 years, which was still a mystery for scientists. This cycle couldn't be explained by the star's internal pulsations. So what was the reason behind this mystery after all? At that time, we didn't have any solid evidence for it. But in July 2025, scientists made a discovery that has almost solved this mystery of Betelgeuse. With the help of a special instrument called ALOPEC installed on the Gemini North telescope, scientists observed a very dim, that is, faintly shining companion star of Betelgeuse, which was named Sivara. If we try to understand the meaning of the name Betelgeuse, in Arabic it means the arm of Al-Jawza or shoulder of the giant. On the other hand, the name of this newly discovered companion is Sivara, which means her bracelet or bangle. This name is absolutely perfect for this star because it is orbiting around Betelgeuse like a bracelet. Sivara is 6 magnitudes less bright than Betelgeuse, which means it is hundreds of thousands of times dimmer than Betelgeuse. Scientists estimate that its mass is about 1.5 to 1.6 times that of our Sun. It is a pre-main sequence star, which means it has not yet started hydrogen fusion. It can also be called a stellar baby, which is still in the early stages of the process of becoming a full-fledged star. When it starts hydrogen fusion, it will become an F-type star, which will be brighter and heavier than the Sun. The most surprising thing about Sivara is I've already mentioned this. If it were in our solar system, it would extend up to Mars. So you can imagine how far its massive outer atmosphere would extend. In fact, its companion Sivara is actually orbiting inside Betelgeuse's atmosphere. This is such a strange thing that scientists had never seen before. Every 6 years, Sivara passes close to Betelgeuse and it completely disturbs the star's outer atmosphere. It creates turmoil there, causing gas and dust to be expelled, which sometimes blocks the light. And this was the reason for the great dimming event of 2019. It happened because of Sivara's orbit. A 6-year cycle is observed in Betelgeuse's brightness. This discovery not only explains Betelgeuse's behavior, but also shows how such red supergiant stars behave with their companion stars. It wasn't easy to find Sivara. Betelgeuse is so bright that seeing any dim star near it is next to impossible. Just imagine, this star is 87,000 times brighter than our Sun. Even powerful telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope and Chandra X-ray Observatory couldn't see this companion star of Betelgeuse. But a senior research scientist at NASA, Steve Howell, and his team used a new technique. It's called speckle imaging. In speckle imaging, the telescope takes pictures for a very short time, that is, just a few milliseconds, so that the disturbances caused by Earth's atmosphere can be bypassed. With the help of Gemini North's 8.1-meter giant mirror and the Allopeak instrument, scientists took thousands of such pictures and combined them using a special algorithm. This allowed the intense brightness of Betelgeuse to be removed, making it possible to see the faint glow of Sivara. This picture was taken on December 9, 2024, exactly at the same time when previous studies had predicted that Sivara could be found at its farthest point. Currently, the confidence level of this discovery is only 1.5 sigma. Scientists usually require a 5 sigma confidence level for a discovery to be considered fully confirmed. Although the location and timing of Sivara match the predictions of previous studies, scientists are almost certain about it. Scientists estimate that it will become a supernova and explode within the next 1 million years. But the future of Sivara might take an even more dramatic turn. Sivara is so close to it that Betelgeuse's gravitational pull is slowly drawing it in and consuming it. Betelgeuse. If it becomes a supernova first, it will be completely destroyed. It's a strange pair. One star is at the end of its life while the other is just being born. But neither of them has much time left. Besides this, the gravitational interactions between Sivara and Betelgeuse also affect Betelgeuse's rotation and mass loss. This helps us understand why Betelgeuse rotates so fast and why its outer atmosphere is so unstable. The discovery of this companion star Sivara will help scientists understand whether other stars like Betelgeuse also have similar companion stars. This discovery can also help in understanding spectroscopic binaries, that is, pairs of stars that are so close together that it is difficult to see them separately. Scientists will get the next opportunity to observe Sivara more closely in November 2027. When it will be farthest from Betelgeuse. Then, using instruments like Gemini North and Allopeak, we will once again gather information about this star. This will not only confirm Sivara, but will also help us learn more about its mass, temperature, and its orbit. Betelgeuse has always been a source of fascination for astronomers and ordinary people alike. Its red color, massive size, and its place in the Orion constellation make it a shining jewel of the sky. But the discovery of Sivara has made its story even more exciting. A giant star and its tiny companion are performing a cosmic dance together. And this dance is not only solving the mysteries of Betelgeuse, but it's also giving us a chance to peer into the depths of the universe, and nature itself gives us these opportunities. Understanding and knowing it is truly the beauty of nature itself. Friends, what is your opinion? Do let us know in the comment section. If you like this video, be sure to like it and share it with your friends. For more such informative videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Friends, we will meet soon with another new informative video like this. Till then, stay curious, be happy, and goodbye.